All right, back to work. Back to work on things. Yeah, me and Patrick had pretty good conversations today. Well, because the phone kept getting interrupted. Dad said next time we have a conversation, he's going to when I call Patrick on the weekend, he's going to put his hearing aids on his charger. So, because the hearing aid kept interrupting, and that's to give people in the military, it's no, we're not doing this. It's because this is that. Yeah, it's funny that when we're talking about something that I haven't talked about on social media and Patrick hasn't talked about in front of technology that's being monitored by the satellites, for other people to hear because it's on a phone, that the phone that just happens to go to Dad's hearing aids, right? You guys, acutely paranoid people, okay, manipulate people, okay, and then do everything in their ability to continue that manipulation, okay? That's an acutely paranoid person. You ever been to the Pentagon? You ever been to the White House? You ever been to a government building? You ever been to a bank? Okay, that is a collection of acutely paranoid people manipulating people in order to maintain that manipulation. Okay. Do you understand? Okay. I'm not acutely paranoid, trust me. When you're abused by acutely paranoid people, you develop things like, God, why the fuck are they doing that? And you say things and people, that person's just acutely paranoid. No. I just want people to use the technology to share the Lord's Prayer so we can live it worldwide. I am not acutely paranoid in any way, shape, or form. You monkey butt, sorry ass, dumbass motherfuckers. Right. And so you get people that, there's a lot of stupid people in the world. Most of them are scientists or on TV. Or a scientist on TV. It's like watching scientists on TV is like smoke signals. The only thing more pathetic than scientists on TV is scientists watching scientists on TV. Right? You're funny. I know. I said hello to the moon tonight when I was checking the mail. And have you ever considered the moon? Remember that pastor, that he was a black gentleman, right, who came to me when I first started posting on YouTube, and he was a pastor at Fort Worth, and he came to argue with me that, in the Quran it said that, he was telling me that Muhammad worshipped the moon, and I was like, that's what you took from that? Muhammad says you should consider the moon, okay, that the moon is a body that's greater than our body. That without the moon, we wouldn't have atmosphere, we wouldn't have tides, we wouldn't have photosynthesis and water to sustain and provide physical existence on planet Earth. So have you ever considered the moon? Have you ever taken a minute to be grateful for the moon, right? And this guy thought Muhammad worshipped the moon. I'm like, that's what you took from that? Something that beautiful and that amazing and written word that's scientifically valid, way back when people thought there were like dragons and demon possessions and and magic pans in the center of the earth and gods in the clouds, you take from that the guy worshiped the moon? I was like, no. And then because he started out with telling me that Muhammad was wrong because Muhammad didn't worship Jesus as God. And I said, no, Muhammad was correct. He was correcting people that wrote down the Bible and misinterpreted it and say that Jesus is God. So Muhammad is correct in that regard. Is the Quran correct? The book, no. Muhammad, yes. Okay. The book is not correct. Okay. The book has inconsistencies in it and has people arguing and fighting over what they think worship is. The same with the Bible. Okay. And the word became flesh. And the word that is flesh is correct. And that's, have you ever considered the moon? Right. Other night I was watching, what's the name of that? Entertainment Tonight. Right. And at the very end, before it switched over to my recording, I think it was a football game. I think it was Idaho versus Montana State. They had the Kardashians on. Okay. And Kim was saying how beautiful and amazing that their wrapping paper was because it was glamour shots of everybody on their presents to know which present is theirs. It's like, you do know it's Christ Mass. You know what you guys should do next Christmas? Your business partners in military intel have it. Take my naked body, okay, in a glamour shot in 2017 before I got poisoned by take that one and say, "Ooh, damn, he's got a nicer body than Pete Davidson." Yes, I do, and all the other guys. It's a night, and then take my body today naked and put it on there because it's Christ Mass, right? And put it on both gifts, and then remind yourself what you've done over the last 15 years to deny Christ Mass. Yeah, and look at that picture and then cry like the little Japanese lady. Look what they did to your beautiful body. And even right now, if my body with the shriveled up genitalia from the over abused prostate and getting through my rectal bleeding and getting the poisons out through my colon and relaxing and not dying from the poisoning and just letting the body do its natural thing to heal, even as unattractive and putrid and getting the poisons out and tired with the bloody marks and bloody things that pus up in the summertime on my shins and everything like that, my body is still way more attractive than anybody on TV, because this is the only body that will get up and stand up for the Lord's Prayer for all your kids and grandkids, and you too, right? So you guys may think Jennifer Lopez and Beyonce and Kim Kardashian is gorgeous, and you may think Chris Evans and Chris Pine and Chris Hemsworth are gorgeous, but their bodies don't get up to stand up for the children to live the Lord's Prayer without fear. This body does. See it? Want to see the gut? Want to see that? Staying at Abuelita's house this year, and I've been good this year. Ho, ho, ho. You're cute. I know. Oh, I look forward to this going down. It's going to take me about 2 years to get it down to where it's kind of close to what it looked like in 2017, but I can do it. And it looked pretty nice. And I can do that, yeah, at 60 years old. Yes, I can. Because I said I can, and I'm going to. I'm not involving military intel and special forces and all that at this time. There is no challenge and all that. That gauntlet thing was just to show you what pussies on TV are and how they won't stand up for, they had Huckabee, right? And then this Danger whatever girl, right? And she has this girl put stuff on her face, and the girl yells out loud, "Okay, shoot." And she shoots a crossbow, okay, which might even have a little thing on it that, buzzes on it or says, "No, you're not in line with the thing that she's holding that lines up the crossbow with the target." And she shoots straight in this target, and Mike Huckabee and the fans sit there and go, "Oh, wow, is it cool?" Yeah, it's real cool. They used to do it in ancient times. If they did stuff like that, it was because they could shoot and shoot and shoot, and you could shoot with your eyes closed, and then someone could talk, and you could shoot to where they step off, so you know exactly when you turn where you're shooting, hear it, and you know exactly where to line up your hands and everything and what you're shooting to get it to go straight to the target that she's lined up with the target. It's impressive, but not that impressive and not worth risking life and limb to make money off of human ignorance and stupidity, right? But I can't wait to see what she's going to do next. Well, don't give her any Raxium sleep before she does a trick, or one of those ladies is going to end up maimed. But they make $500,000 and win the NBA Cup? Four. Really, Bob Myers? You wanted to talk. You going to talk shit about Stephen A. Smith being, how are you any less stupid than he is? What a bitch. Okay. They all are. It's like, damn. You guys do know I'm the Messiah and I watch TV. Okay. I guess the eternal spirit of the Lord isn't very important to people that have more money than him and have the technology to make sure they keep their money. Right? Isn't that precious? Talking to Patrick here recently makes me realize how much I love and especially forgive Patrick's mommy and Noah's mommy, and the hell that they've been through. I had to be honest about what happened and get people to understand it. And I just wish the biggest thing is I just wish I could get Steffi and Amy to understand it and acknowledge it because I love them. Right? And I'm going to be a grandpa someday. And Steffi is their grandma. Right? And I want Steffi to be able to live, as long as she can. I don't know if she has the genetics to go through the hell that she went through and recover and live as well as me. Maybe she might if we live in close proximity and she's around Pat and I'm around her and stuff, and we're in a healthy environment because we forgive debt and trespass. And like Patrick said during the COVID, he really loved driving. He has a medical career field. It was great driving to go do things to make sure people didn't die from all this insanity, and he could help people live through the insanity so we could hope for better days. And there was no traffic because only it's essential workers. It's like, okay. So all you farmers get to work, right? Patrick, oh yeah. Oh, Patrick loved irrigating these trees when he was a kid. It was one of his favorite things to do in the history of the world was irrigate trees. It's more important than using medical devices to keep people alive to survive extortion and exploitation. You end extortion and exploitation, water them trees. Oh. It's not much better than watering crops and watching it grow and the oxygen provided and then the food and the pecans for clackly clip cookies. Okay, do you understand? Not much better than that. It don't get much better than that, right? Okay. So you guys, if you know I exist and you get pissed because I tell you what I see truthfully about you, stop being pissed at yourself and show up and live the Lord's Prayer with me. And if you can't do that, your grandkids, there's quantum computing. Your great-grandkids and great-great-grandkids in the year 3000 something, they're watching. And every day they hope Grandma Kim will get up and stand up for the Lord's Prayer with beautiful Earl. Hope Grandma J-Lo will do it. Hope Grandma Beyonce will do it. Hope Grandma Tyler Swift and Grandpa Jason Kelsey will do it. Hope Grandpa Mike Krzyzewski gets up and stands up to live the Lord's Prayer instead of 4, like Bob Myers and Stephen A. Smith and Malika Andrews. But it's for $500 fucking dollars there. Okay, guys. Love you very much. 500,000. Oh, 500,000 fucking dollars. Oh, forgetting some zeros there. Oh boy. My hero zero. I love you guys. Okay, we'll talk tomorrow. Peace.